Chudamma. So we are going to study about the vasomotor center, okay, and different areas as well as different nerves in the form of parasympathetic as well as sympathetic as well as efferent nerves. So now, so let's discuss the factors affecting the vasomotor center. So the factors affecting the vasomotor center simply. Okay? So the how the heart rate will be varied because so this is the center, these are nerves. So what are the factors? How they will regulate the heart rate is the most important. Okay? So these centers will receive the impulses from the different sources of the body. Okay? So different sources of the body. So from there, first the impulses goes to the vasodilator area. Okay? Impulses goes to the vasodilator area or parasympathetic area. Automatically, so depend upon the stimulus, so the heart rate may be increased, so the heart rate may be decreased. It is mainly mediated by the vagus nerve or vasodilator area simply. So next one is the factors affecting vasodilator area. Vasodilator area or the factor affecting the vasomotor center. Vasomotor center simply. So simple. So some of the factors will affect the vasodilator area, and some of the factors will affect the vasoconstrictor area. But predominantly vasodilator area function is the most important. Okay? So the factors affecting the vasomotor center, or it is also known as alteration of vasodilator signal or vagal tone same, all the same meaning simply, all the same. First of all, higher center. And then higher center means cortex is the most important. So cortex as well as hypothalamus. Cortex is the most important. So what is the center for autonomic nervous system? What is autonomic nervous system is autonomous. Okay, so within our body, okay, all reflexes mainly mediated. It may be thirst, it may be thirst, or appetite, or increase the heart rate. So decrease the heart rate, increase the pulse rate, or decrease the pulse rate, increase the respiration. Whatever. So all reflexes which are most important for regulation of body functions. So it is a function of autonomic nervous system. So the center for autonomic nervous system is the hypothalamus. First of all, cortex. So from cortex, especially from area number 13, so it is the emotional center. So from there, the impulses will go on to the and will send to the vasodilator area. Yes, what happens when the emotion is there? Automatically the heart rate will be increased. And which means when we get some emotion, impulse from cortical number center 13, so they travel through the vasodilator area. So on emotion heart rate is increased. So vasodilator area automatically inhibit cheyala, exit cheyala. Vagal fibers ni inhibit cheyali. So when the vagal fibers or when the parasympathetic discharge is when the parasympathetic discharge is decreased, automatically so there is excitation will take place, so the heart rate will be increased. And inhibition of vasodilator area simple. At the same time, hypothalamus. Hypothalamus will be anti-hypothalamus as well as post-hypothalamus. So anti-hypothalamus is important for bradycardia, and post-hypothalamus is important for tachycardia. Okay. So from these areas, the impulses will go into the vasodilator area. For example, so bradycardia. So anti-hypothalamus stimulation. Anti-hypothalamus stimulation makes bradycardia, which means So impulses from anterior hypothalamus will go into the vasodelta area. Automatically from there, parasympathetic impulses from the vagus are excited, increased. Automatically, heart rate will decrease. Simple. Okay, and opposite to the tachycardia. Simple. This is posterior hypothalamus. Okay, next one is higher centers, and higher center the cortex is important as well as hypothalamus is important. Cortex as well as hypothalamus. Next one is so respiratory centers. Respiration. So normally what happens during inspiration, what happens during the expiration? So inspiration lo ekkuva untundi manaki heart rate, expiration lo ekkuva untundi. It is simple. Inspiration lo the heart rate is increased. Inspiration lo అది మీకు సింపుల్ గా ఒకటే ఒక మెకానిజం. సో వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఫంక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ ఇస్ ఎయిర్ ఎంట్రీ, ఆక్సిజన్ ఎంట్రీ. ఆక్సిజన్ ఎంటర్ అయినటువంటి ఆక్సిజన్ అనేది బాడీకి సప్లై చేయాలి కాబట్టి హార్ట్ ఏం చేయాలి, హార్ట్ రేట్ని పెంచుకొని పల్మనరీ వీనస్ ఫ్లోని పెంచుకొని ఆక్సిజన్ని క్యాచ్ చేసుకోవాలి ఆర్టీరియల్ బయటకు వెళ్ళాలంటే. అంటే సో డ్యూరింగ్ ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ హార్ట్ రేట్ విల్ బి ఇంక్రీజ్. అంతే సింపుల్ మెకానిజం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. సో హౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ రెగ్యులేటెడ్, how it is, and during inspiration the heart rate will be increased, so during expiration the heart rate will be decreased. So it is called as a sinus arrhythmia, which means so respiratory center is also present in medulla oblongata, so very close to the vasomotor center, very close to the vasomotor center. So during inspiration, so it send the impulses to the vasodelta area. Automatically vasodelta area was inhibited. Vasodelta area is inhibited automatically, so the heart rate will be increased. The heart rate will be, and during inspiration, so the heart rate will be increased. ఎప్పుడైతే మనకి పారాసింపథిక్ రియాక్షన్ తగ్గిందో ఆటోమేటిక్ సింపథిక్ రియాక్షన్ will come into the action. Okay, automatic sympathetic effect will come to the action. Automatically the heart rate will be increased. And so during inspiration, so the heart rate will be increased. So during expiration, so the excited impulse is coming from the vagus. Excited impulse is coming from the vagus. Automatically heart rate will decrease simply. So next one is so baroreceptors. This is the most important. Baroreceptor is the most important. అన్నిటికంటే ముఖ్యమైన baroreceptor control of the heart rate, as well as chemoreceptor control of the heart rate. చూడండి పేరులోనే ఉంది baroreceptor, which means the pressure receptors. So the pressure receptors, which means so when there is cardiac output is more, automatically some of the pressure receptors are present in aortic body as well as common carotid body. Aortic body as well as common carotid body. So this is aortic body as well as carotid body. So these two act as a pressure receptor action. So the cells within these bodies contain the pressure sensory receptors. So automatically, so when the pressure is increased, automatically from so impulses from these receptors, so will travel through as glossopharyngeal nerve, as well as a branch of vagal nerve. So a branch of vagus nerve will carry the pressure sensation from aortic body. A branch of glossopharyngeal nerve will carry the pressure sensation so from the carotid body. So from there, so they send the impulses to the sensory area. So from there, impulses are going to the vasodelta area again. Vasodelta area simply. So So the pressure is increased. చూడమ్మా, pressure is increased. It will send the impulses to the సెన్సరీ ఏరియా. ఫ్రమ్ దేర్ టు ద వాసోడైలేటరీ ఏరియా. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? వాసోడైలేటరీ ఏరియాని హార్ట్ రేట్ని ఎక్కువ చేయాలా తక్కువ చేయాలా? ప్రెషర్ ఎక్కువ ఉన్నప్పుడు హార్ట్ రేట్ ఎక్కువ ఉండాలి తక్కువ ఉండాలా? సింపుల్. ఎక్కువ ప్రెషర్ ఉంది, ఎక్కువ ప్రెషర్ ఉన్నప్పుడు పంపింగ్ అనేది ఇంకా అంటే ఇంకా ఎక్కువ రేట్తో పంప్ చేయాలా తక్కువ రేట్తో పంప్ చేయాలా? ఏదైనా ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఒక మోటారే ఉంది. ఆ మోటార్ పంప్ చేస్తున్న ప్రెషర్ ఎక్కువగా ఉన్నప్పుడు హార్ట్ ఆ రేట్ ఏమవ్వాలి? ఎప్పుడైనా కానీ ఇక్కడ ఆల్రెడీ ప్రెషర్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటే రేట్ ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది, ఏమవుతుంది? సో ద లోడ్ విల్ బి ఇంక్రీజ్డ్. అందులో ప్రెషర్ ఎక్కువ ఉన్నప్పుడు లోడ్ని తగ్గించుకోవాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? హార్ట్ రేట్ తగ్గించుకోవాలి. సింపుల్. సో దట్స్ వై సో వెన్ ద ప్రెషర్ ఈజ్ మోర్ so these pressure receptors will be send the impulses to the sensory area. From there to the vasodilator area. From there to the vasodilator area, automatically now vasodilator area was it send activated. It send the impulses to the vagus. Automatically heart rate was decreased. Okay. So when the pressure is more, so the rate will be decreased. It is called as Maggie's reflex, Maggie's law. Okay, or Maggie's law, or Maggie's reflex. Simple. Maggie's reflex. So when the pressure is increased, automatically rate will be decreased. So this is the baroreceptor mechanism. So next one is chemoreceptor mechanism. Chemoreceptor mechanism. Same aortic body as well as carotid body. So both will act as chemosensing and chemical composition sensing receptors. What is that chemical composition? Is H plus ion, oxygen, carbon dioxide, H plus ion. Simple. So if the composition of blood, and in the composition of blood, if the oxygen was low and carbon dioxide is high, and H plus ion is more, so they send the impulses to the same nerves, to the same center. So from there to the vasodilator area. చూడమ్మా, if the hypoxia is there, oxygen తక్కువ ఉంటే హార్ట్ రేట్ ఏమవుతుంది? ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది. సో ఆటోమేటికల్లీ hypoxia will cause hypoxia as well as hypercapnia, increase H plus ion. So both will cause increasing the heart rate. And so automatically, so the chemical sensation, so the chemical composition in the form of hypoxia, hypercapnia, and increase H plus ions, so will carried by the glossopharyngeal as well as vagal branch to the sensory area. From there to the vasodilator area, automatically. So vasodilator area is inhibited. Automatically heart rate was increasing. So this is the chemical receptor. అందుకే వచ్చేసి carotid bodies and aortic bodies both are so these two are important for pressure as well as chemical composition, which means so these two are important for heart function as well as lung gases exchange function. So that's why they are called as a buffer nerves. And if the pressure is increased, it comes to the normal. If the pressure is increased, it comes to the normal. And I would say if the chemoreceptors, if the pressure is, if the oxygen is low, automatic respiration will be increased. If the carbon dioxide is low, automatically respiration will be increased. So these two are important for cardiac function as well as respiratory function. So that's why they are called as buffering nerves. Okay? Next most important is higher center and respiration and body receptors and chemoreceptors. And next most thing is Bain bridge reflex. Most important So Bain bridge reflex. What about Bain bridge reflex? Simple. So we already studied about inferior cervical ganglion. So inferior cervical sympathetic ganglion. What a function of inferior cervical ganglion is? It is important for stretch receptor. It is important for the stretch sensation of the heart, which means so when the venous return is more to the right atrium, ఏమోనమ్మా. సో వీనస్ రిటర్న్ కనుక ఎక్కువ ఉంటే హార్ట్ ఫంక్షన్ ఎక్కువ చేసుకోవాలి, అంటే పంపింగ్ ఎక్కువ చేసుకోవాలి, పల్మనరీకి ఎక్కువ చేసుకోవాలి. ఎస్, సో లెఫ్ట్ వెంట్రికల్ ఎక్కువ చేసుకోవాలి, లెఫ్ట్ వెంట్రికల్ అయోటిక్ ఎక్కువ చేస్తే పంపింగ్ చేసుకుంటాం సింపుల్. అంటే ఇఫ్ ద వీనస్ రిటర్న్ ఈజ్ మోర్, ఆటోమేటికల్లీ ఏమో హార్ట్ రేట్ అనేది ఎక్కువ అవ్వాలి. అంటే సో హౌ ఇట్ కానీ సో హౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ పాసిబుల్ ఈస్, సో వెన్ ద వీనస్ రిటర్న్ ఈజ్ మోర్, ఆటోమేటికల్లీ సో రైట్ atrial dilatation will be more. Right atrium is the అంతేగా superior vena cava as well as inferior vena cava both are opening for the right atrium. Automatically, so right atrial dilatation will so the right atrium pressure will be more automatically. So the stretchability of right atrial muscle is more. So it is detected by inferior cervical ganglia and send the impulses to the center. Simply. Impulse to the sensor area. So from there to the vasodilator area. So now the vasodilator is inhibited, heart rate is increased. It is called a brain bridge. So brain bridge reflex. And increasing in the venous return or increased pressure in the right atrium will cause increase in the heart rate. It is called as a brain bridge reflex. So these are the very important. So others are also there. As so many centers as well as so many sensations in the body. For example, pain. How the pain? So when you are pinching by గుచ్చుకుంటే ఏమవుతుంది, సడన్గా గుచ్చితే so there is sudden emotion. Automatically the heart rate will be increased, which means same mechanism. So pain sensation, so from there to the spinal cord, pain sensation from the spinal cord, so spinal cord to the center, especially the spinal cord to the sensor area. So from there to the vasodilator area. So automatic vasodilator is inhibited, automatically vagal impulses is inhibited, automatically heart rate will be increased. Simple. And then what may be the stimulus? So there are so many different stimulus are there. What may be the stimulus? So this is the basic regulating mechanism. This is the basic regulating mechanism. So now I study almost regulation of respiration completed. Okay, so if you have any doubt, please put in the WhatsApp group. So now simple heart rate. As what mean heart rate? In which condition it is increased? In which condition it decreases? What are the syntax? Efferent nose. In these areas, vasodilator area, vasoconstrictor area, and a sensor area. Plus, what are fibers? Parasympathetic fibers as well as sympathetic fibers. Okay, what are extra parasympathetic fibers? An SA node and AV node. As what we vagal escape. Plus sympathetic is coming to vasoconstrictor area. So how they will come? How will they will form ganglia? So how will they will enter into the how they will innervate the heart? So how they will alter the function of the heart rate? Simple. Okay. Plus how the cortical centers, which means cortex కానీ లేదా hypothalamus కానీ లేదా respiratory కానీ లేదా body receptors కానీ and chemoreceptors కానీ, ఓకేనా, and venous distension కానీ. So how they will affect the heart rate? So this is the basic mechanism. నువ్వు ఏ స్టిమ్యులస్ ఇచ్చినా కానీ సో దిస్ ద బేసిక్ మెకానిజం. కానీ ఈ స్టిమ్యులస్ కూడా చెప్పాలి సింపుల్ మీకు. ఓకేనా? ఓకే. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్లు ఉంటే నాకు వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్లో పెట్టండి. ఓకేనా? నేను వచ్చి మీకు డౌట్ చేస్తాను. ఓకేనా? ఓకే. అయితే వచ్చేసి రేపు టాపిక్ ఏం చెప్తున్నాం అంటే బ్లడ్ ప్రెషర్. ఒకసారి మీరు చదువుకుంటే ఇంక ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకంటే క్లాస్లో వినేది వేయను, ఇక్కడ వినేది వేయడం, ఎందుకంటే అటెన్షన్ అంత ఫోకస్ చేయలేం కాబట్టి ఒకసారి మీరు చదువుకుని కానీ వస్తే ఇంకా ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది. సింపుల్. ఓకేనా? బాయ్.